I'm like pulling out my Jaclyn Hill vibes for this video with my glossy lip and my gold hoops. It wasn't intentional. I just love her that much. Hey guys, it's Ashley. I already filmed this intro and started to get onto the video. I was about 4 minutes into filming and then I realized that my ring light wasn't even on. So here I am filming the intro again. I'm so smart. It feels so good to be sitting down in this spot and filming a video. I'm so excited right now. I've been wanting to do this video since I started my channel and here I am doing it and I'm so excited. By the way, ignore the messy bun. I know it's not the best look, but like, I'm lazy, so this is what's happening today. Just ignore it. Anyways, the video that I'm going to be doing today is on the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. If you don't know what this palette is, you probably live under a rock because literally everybody is talking about it right now. I have watched endless amounts of videos about this palette. Even though I haven't. I've been waiting for this palette for so long now, and now it's finally here in my hands, and I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. So, let's open it up and show you guys what it looks like. Are you ready? Can we take a minute? It's literally so pretty. So as you can tell, I don't have any eyeshadow on, which means this isn't a makeup tutorial. But as you can tell probably from the title, I am doing swatches of every single shade in this palette because these are just too good not to show. And the reason I'm not doing a makeup tutorial on this right now is because I have eyelash extensions in right now. And eyeshadow just really is not fun to do when you have eyelash extensions. But it will be coming eventually. Like, I'm not even touching this after this video until I put it on my eyes because I'm so excited. I think that's it for the intro. I'm super excited to be doing this video. And like I said, I'm like super excited to be filming a video in general, sitting down right here and filming because I haven't done it in so long. I have so many videos that I need to edit and get up. I know I haven't put one up in a while, but I still have a ton filmed already. I just need to edit them and get them up, but I've had so many difficulties with editing and it's just been a really big hassle. So I'm still trying to work on that. So I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in so long, but it's summer. More videos will be coming at you. I have some traveling videos that I'm going to be doing. Hit the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button if you want to be notified every time I post a video. That way you always know when I'll have a new video posted because you never know when it's going to be with me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. And if you have any suggestions of what videos you want me to do, put them down in the comments below, please. I'm always looking for suggestions. Alright guys, let's get on to the video. Let's go. I forgot to mention the fact that it came with this little card. Oh my gosh, she literally looks like perfection. But it comes with this little card and it tells you all of the names of the shades, which I think is really cool because Morphe has never done that before. I do wish that they were actually printed on the palette like most palettes are, but I mean, it's so cool that they even included names. And Jaclyn named all of these herself, obviously, so they're all names that are sentimental to her. So I will be naming off the shades as we go. Here's a close-up of this. So let's get on to the swatching now. Okay, so I just swatched them all off camera and I started from top to the bottom I went. So I'm going to read them off first and then I'm going to do a close-up of just the shades themselves. So the very top one is called Enlight. It's like a more cool tone golden highlight. And then the one right under it is a more yellow highlight from that. It's just a little bit more yellow than the other one, and that one's called Beam. And then moving on to this matte brown, this one's called Silk Cream. And that's just a very light brown shade. And then moving on this one to this one, which I think that these are so similar. I don't know if I personally would have put two shades that are so similar in the same palette. This one seems like it's a little bit darker, just like the slightest bit darker. And that shade is MFEO. And then moving on to the shimmers, we have this light pink one, and that is called Faint. It's super pretty. And then this one I think is like a duochrome because you can see as I turn it, I don't know if you can tell, but maybe in the close-up you'll be able to see it has like shades of orange and yellow underneath the pink, and it's super pretty. And that one is called Sissy. And then the very bottom shade is called Little Lady, and that one's more of a orangey pink shimmery shade. So the bottom three are all shimmers, the top two are shimmers, and then these middle two are mattes. And right off the bat, since these are like the lightest shades in the palette, my only complaint is that there's not like a matte cream color. Like if they had a color like this that was matte, that would complete this palette for me, only because I love to put concealer on my eyelids and then set it with like a cream colored eyeshadow before I put anything else on my eyes. And so I think that's what this palette is missing. Like I would have rather taken out one of these matte brown shades and put like a matte cream shade, because I feel like these are so similar. For me, the matte cream shade is like what I go to, what I start with always, no matter what. I will definitely, when I use this palette, be picking up a different palette for that part, which is kind of a bummer. I wish that had this in it, otherwise this palette would literally be perfect. But besides that, so far I am like fully in love. Those are the first 7 shades, and I don't think I mentioned that there are 35 shades total in the palette. And this palette was, I believe, $6, it was 30 something dollars. And then with shipping, it came out to about 46. So with tax and shipping. So I mean, close to $50 for this palette. I think so far it is definitely worth it. I now just swatched the second row starting from over here, and the first 5 right here are all mattes, and then these 2 are the shimmers. And I totally messed up my swatches, but that's okay because it'll be easier when I do the close-up. So just ignore this part right now. But top shade is Creamsicle, and this reminds me of like a mustardy yellow kind of shade. And then this one is Butter. These are all really creamy, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. They're really creamy, really pigmented. So yeah, Butter is an accurate name for this one. This one gives me like hot chocolate vibes. It's called Pooter. The next one is Jaclyn's little baby puke brown, which she always raves about. So this one is called Pukey. And then this one right here is the last matte in this row, and this is called Hunts. And then the first shimmer is called Firework, and it is truly like a firework. It is so shimmery and red and perfect and in your face, and I love it. And then this is the first like golden kind of bronzy color in the palette, and this is called Queen. And like this shade accurately describes Queen, like Queen. It makes sense. So now I will do a close-up of the second row right here. Okay, so I just did the third row now, starting with this shade, and I am going to read them off to you. The top one is called Obsessed. Me with this shade, I'm obsessed. The second one is SBN. The third one is Hillster right here. This one looks like it's not completely matte. It's not like a shimmer though. It looks like it's like a frost of some sorts, where it has like a little bit of shine to it, but it's not like completely matte. This one is Roxanne, which is Jaclyn's middle name. And then this one right here is Jax, and this is like a cranberry matte shade. This one's also a matte, and this is called Buns. And then the last one is a shimmer, and it looks like a hot pink with some like red and orange undertones to it. And that shade is called Cran Apple. So those are those. Let's get a close-up of those. All super beautiful, still really pigmented, and still obsessed, still loving the palette. So now we're on to the 4th row, starting with this bright shimmery purple shade. And that's this one right here. As you can tell, it's very, very bright. These two shades are so bright. And the purple one is called Royalty. And the more blue one is called Twerk. And then this one right here is like more of a cool tone brown, like a cool tone nudie brown kind of shimmery shade. And this might be one of my favorite shades from the palette. Like, I am obsessed with this. I think it's so unique. I've never seen anything like this. And I'm just obsessed. And it's called Hustle. I love it. This one is like a bronzy shimmery shade, and this is called Meeks. This one is more of a bronzy shade, and it looks like it's more of like a glittery texture than like a put together packed like shimmery shade. It's like has more loose glitter in it. And that shade is 24/7. And then we have this reddish brown shade, reddish purpley brown, like cool tone brown shade, and this is called Chip. And then this last one is called Mocha, and it's just like this cool toned nudish brown. And so yeah, that's all of those. Alright guys, so this is the last set of swatches, and it's this bottom row starting with this shade right here going this way. I had a little bit of difficulty swatching the last 3 or 4 matte shades. I don't know, they didn't seem as creamy and as buttery as the other shades. I don't know if that's just, which I mean, these are really dark shades, matte shades, which are hard to make really pigmented, so I have to give them that. Like a matte black is really hard to make. And they still look really pretty, they're just not as much as the other ones, which is still saying that they're really good because the other ones are like extremely buttery and extremely creamy. So they're still amazing. I'm still 100% in love with this palette. So the first one right here is Pool Party, and this is like so fun. This reminds me of like mermaids and just summer, and I'm trying to get a close-up of it. These swatches are like horrible right now, but it's just so pretty. I am like obsessed with it. As you can see, like when it turns, there's like undertones of green and almost like gold. Oh, I am obsessed. I will definitely be going out of my comfort zone with this one and trying to create a look with this soon, and it's so pretty. And then the next one underneath it is a matte blue, like a matte aqua teal kind of color, and this one is called Jada. And then the third one is Diva, and that's just a shimmery, like almost like a forest green sort of shade. And then this one is really like a forest green. This one is a matte, and it's called Enchanted. And then this is like a matte dark cool tone brown, I would say. And this one is called Central Park. This is a matte deep plum color, and it is called Soda Pop. And then the very last shade in the palette at the very bottom is just a matte black, and that is called Abyss. So those are all the swatches, and let's get a close-up on this one right here. So my final review and final opinion of the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe palette is that I am completely obsessed. But I was obsessed with it before I even got it. I was obsessed with it before it was even released, before I even saw pictures of it. I knew that I was going to be obsessed because Jaclyn Hill and I are very like similar with the kind of shades that we like, with like the nudies and the warm browns and the warm reds, and this palette is like everything I could imagine in a dream palette and more, besides that one cream matte shade. That is all I would need to make this palette like my go-to palette for sure for everything. I'm absolutely in love with the palette. I think I've made that clear at this point. The shades are so creamy, they're so buttery, they're so They seem like they're going to be so blendable. I think this palette is so worth the money, 100%. Less than $50 for all of this. I think that Morphe and Jaclyn did an outstanding job with this. I am a huge ride or die Morphe fan to start with in the beginning. The 350 palette, their brushes, I mean, you guys can tell from my previous videos that pretty much I only use their brushes. And I am just obsessed. I'm just in love with that company in general. I think they do amazing things for the prices that they are. And I've been a Jaclyn Hill fan for years now. She is like my #1 favorite YouTuber. She is my inspiration in life. Like, I could go on, and this is like amazing that the company I love and like the person that I so much look up to came out with such an amazing palette. And I definitely know that I'm going to be using this for a long time. I almost don't want to touch it like at all and never use it. That way I can just always have it, but I'm not going to do that. I think these two shades right here, this one's in light and this one is beam. I think since they're shimmery, I think that these would be really pretty to highlight even like your face, not just your eyes. I think you could totally highlight your face with these too. And which Jaclyn Hill has all taught us to do. Use eyeshadows as highlighters and blushes as eyeshadow. I keep picking it up and opening it up because it's so pretty. But I just think there are endless and endless makeup looks that you can make with this. Like, this will definitely take me out of my comfort zone with like the shades Pool Party and Royalty and Twerk. Like, I'm just so excited to see what kind of makeup looks I can create. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and enjoyed my swatches. I hope the swatches turned out looking good on camera. If you guys like this video, make sure to check out some of my other videos as well. Also, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see more videos from me. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will try to post way more, and I will see you in my next video.